All right, everybody, let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to be talking about starting smart with AI. So, how can we start smart with AI? All right, so this is ChatGPT. And the fun thing with ChatGPT is that you can use this free version and you can just start typing in and asking all sorts of questions. So you can even utilize it for search. But there are different powers and different expertise that each ChatGPT has. So I'm going to stay with the creative version here. And because we have some new people here, I'm going to show them what reverse prompting looks like, okay? Because those of you who've been here saw me do that last month, but I want to make sure because not everybody knows what reverse prompting is. So a lot of times when we go into AI, we start with rise, right? So we start with what the role is. You are a great storyteller. Oops, I can't speak. And actually, I'm going to show you something. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to take it here and I am going to bring up Windows H and oh, it is hidden back here. There it is. Okay, now I can speak it. All right, I much rather speak to my AI because I'm a terrible typist. And there are two ways you can speak to your AI in ChatGPT. You can use the microphone, but the only thing with the microphone is all you see is the soundbar line. You can't see the words coming out, which makes it problematic for me. All right, ChatGPT, what I want you to do, I want you to be a fiction writer, and I want you to write a great story about somebody who is trying to cross a bridge and some of the struggles that they come across in crossing the bridge. Okay, so now it's taken that. I'm going to hit that arrow here and let's see what it does. All right, so it's talking about the bridge between. The fog rolled out and the thick over the river, swallowing the bridge in a pale gray silence. Ava stood at the edge in her coat pulled tight. So we see this happening here. All right, so I'm going to start another chat now, and I'm going to do something a little bit different here. Who are the top three fiction writers in the last 10 decades? And talk about their style and what makes their writing so unique and loved by so many people. So they do need to be the most popular and the best. All right, so I'm going to stop that and I hit enter. So I asked the first question, who. We grew up, for those of us who have critical thinking skills, we grew up with the words who, what, where, when, and why. And understand that the people who utilize AI to its best are actually people who have experience with critical thinking skill. For those of us who feel like, oh my gosh, AI, technology just keeps advancing too fast, and maybe this wasn't part of our growth or our childhood background, understand if you ever used Ask Jeeves back in the day, you are more advanced than a lot of the people who are coming out of school because they don't know how to ask those questions, and you do. All right, so we see it's Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of Solitude, and it talks about the style, why he's beloved. Toni Morrison right here, so also notable work here. And then Haruki Murakami, all right, so the work done here. So I'm going to say those are the top three, and now I'm going to ask it, all right, now take those three, and how would they structure a fictional story, one that is compelling and one that people can fall in love with? All right. So now I'm asking, right? I started with who, and then I went to how. How would they structure it? I'm leaning into AI's expertise. It is a large language model that knows the depths of the internet, and it has studied Google search bank and its directory like crazy. So I don't want to be the one to give it things. I'm going to ask it questions and start putting these three people together. All right, so this is the structure. What makes it so unforgettable? All right, so now we're going to tell it what to do. What I want you to do is to write a story about somebody crossing a bridge and the trials and tribulations of getting there, and do that utilizing the structure that you've just created, putting these three great authors together. So it's bringing in a fictional story that blends the structure inspired by Garcia Marquez, Toni Morrison's emotional fragmentation, and Haruki Murakami's surreal longing. The day the birds stopped. Okay, so see the creativity here compared to the first version that we did, right? And see the difference. So imagine that you are now trying to put something together and you're asking, so who are the top three people that are known as making compelling content in written or video format? So maybe you want video scripts and video ideas, but who are the best there who people always want to look at and they always want to watch? They want to make sure they feel like there's such aha moments in their stories. Who are they? So take those three. 3, 4, 5. What do they do if they work together? How would they structure this? Now the task is to make something so compelling with so much FOMO, fear of missing out, to make somebody click and want to know more about my business. Can you see how you can use this in your content writing? Of course, you want to always, we never just let AI go out in the wild, right? Because we always want the human filter. If you don't, then you're missing out. Because understand, yes, AI is coming for many jobs. A lot of people don't want to believe that, but it's not coming for the jobs of people who are what are known as missionaries, people with passion. AI doesn't understand passion.